It's a stadium with a proud football tradition. It has hosted several World Cups. It has some football tradition, too. And from where the Berlin Thunder won 3 NFL Europe championships, it is so good to be back here in Berlin's Olympic Stadium. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Indianapolis Colts. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And here we go from Berlin. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. He stopped on the run back of the 27. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. And leading them, the 6th overall pick, entering his 7th season here in the NFL. Out of Duke, Daniel Jones.
Jones has had a tumultuous career. That's with a capital T, by the way, that continues to have some ups and downs. Maybe part of that's playing under the bright lights in the big city of New York. But he's had some tough outings. He's had some brilliant outings. He's had some ups. He's had some downs. But he did take a team to the playoffs, and he's got to use that experience, build off of that confidence to do it again.
And down he goes. The Falcons defense gets it done. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack while the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
Well, I imagine that first play woke him up as they get set now for 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. He's got his man, that's Alec Pierce. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They strike for 23 yards. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Play action now with Jones. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
Well, this is exactly what the defense wants to do to these quarterbacks. You want to speed them up, and the best way to do it is to hit them and bring them to the ground. Conversely, they've got to figure out offensively how to protect. If you can't protect, you can't execute, you can't do anything offensively.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Oh, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the first down play. Forced to throw it away right there. An awfully difficult 3rd down now staring you in the face.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Going with a screen to Taylor. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And they're brought out by the 8th pick in the 2024 draft. Out of your alma mater, the University of Washington, Michael Penix Jr.
The former Husky got a 3-start audition to end his rookie season. Kate, and those results, well, as you'd expect, were a little mixed. Some highlight reel making throws and some opportunities to learn from as well. But now the 8th pick, he's going to get the ball in his hands running his own team.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They go play action. Here's Penix. And the Colts get to him. Down he goes. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Kate, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. Oh, Penix lost it. The Colts pick it up. And they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you'll see QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose. Ball away from his body in a prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
The Indianapolis offense headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Completed over the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Jones on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
So things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on 2nd down. Here's Jones to throw. Now he takes it. It's inside the 10. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. Daniel Jones with a touchdown. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Michael Badgley on to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Colts 7, Falcons nothing.
Badgley on to kick this one away. Here's Carter on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Falcons taking the field for their second drive. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Play fake. Penix. Got a man. It's Drake London. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Falcons will have a first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. He dodged the tackle. Keeps it moving. And he's got it all the way down to the 12.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end this series with points.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Penix here from the gun. Oh, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Colts got him. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
A 1st and goal pass, yeah, it can be an active surprise at times, but let's give some credit to this defense and the coverage in particular. They stayed focused and locked in on those routes, giving that rush plenty of time to get home, and now make 2nd and goal much, much more difficult.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap. A give to Robinson. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It'll be a 5-yard gain. That brings up 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Offense is getting closer, but 2 yards left to figure out. It's 3rd and goal. Again, it's Robinson. And this is going to end behind the line. A great stop down in close. Let's see if they want to risk it now on 4th and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
A 20-yard attempt.
The kick by Gonzalez is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Here's Gould on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Colts offense set to head out. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Into traffic, complete. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Third down, and they need to get 10. Throw here, third down. That finds Pittman, complete. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
First and 10.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Pistol now for Jones. Downfield to Warren. He's got it. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Give him a full 40 on the play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
To the right, reeled in by Downs. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a first and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Taylor. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. Taylor again. And he won't get anything this time. They stop him at the 4.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Now from back at the 4, here's third and goal. Throwing here, Jones. And that's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Badgley able to knock it through and add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Badgley on to kick this one away. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Falcons ready for their next possession. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Penix working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. From the shotgun, Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. They'll throw 3rd and long. He lofts it deep right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Taylor dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Jones looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Jones now on 3rd down. Finds the in route complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
He's going to do it himself. And 3 yards is all he's going to get. It's 2nd down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Now a toss play. Taylor. They're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
That's the end of our opening quarter. The Colts have taken the early lead. We'll get back to the action in just a moment. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Colts have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Jones setting up the play action. Oh, this big guy is moving. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Short pass brought in, and he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts take a 13-point lead. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Badgley for the extra point.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts double their lead to 14.
17. Falcons 3.
Badgley on to kick this one away.
Set to kick off.
Here's Carter on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Penix now. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Slot man motioned over. On 2nd down, Robinson is able to drive that pile about a yard. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up to the 44. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
1st down, Falcons.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. To the air with Penix. He takes it himself. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
This is caught inside the 15. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Here's Robinson. And he's in for the touchdown. The Falcons make it a one-score game in the first half. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Zane Gonzalez on for the point after try. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Falcons 10.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Ashton Doolin now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And they've gone to him as a receiver to complement his presence in the backfield, Brock, to some good early results. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Now it's Jones out to play action. He'll step up, and there he goes. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
First down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Has it in close. And they nearly picked up the 1st down with that effort. Ball advances to the 45-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Jones running sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
A gain on the play. That's good for a Colts. 1st down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That was Jordan Fuller getting there for the tackle.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Left side pulled in by Pittman. And he will not get the 1st, but this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. He'll try to do it himself. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
No gain on the play.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Michael Badgley going to try and knock this through for 3. This will be from 52 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
Badgley on to kick this one away. Here's Agnew on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Falcons and running back John Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back-and-forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Need to shake off that sack and quick. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's Penix. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that 1st down.
Extra man in the secondary for the Colts now. 3rd down. Tight end going in motion here. 3rd down, it's Penix. And that one's incomplete for now. He brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Holding offense.
Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. Bradley Pinion on now to punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10. Here's Taylor from the pistol. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Taylor trying the left side. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
And the Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the back.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this is one of the occasions, Kate, where this defense got to just keep chopping wood. Keep chopping wood. I know they're a little more careful about actually having axes in locker rooms anymore after injuries, but the mantra is the same. You can't look at the scoreboard nor worry about what your offense is doing. You got to keep punishing your opponent.
Now at midfield after that loss. Here's 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Brought in. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And they bring him down around the 34. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's good for a Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking from the gun. Here's Jones. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Jones going to throw again. He's got Pierce. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10. And he only needed one more step for the score. They stop him at the 2. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Taylor runs it in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts make it a 16-point ball game. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Badgley for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts take a 3-possession lead.
27, Falcons 10.
Badgley on to kick this one away. Here's Agnew on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. To the right side and reeled in by London. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Falcons will have a first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Robinson on the inside give. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Kenny Moore there to make the stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing Penix. Hits him on the in route. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Penix working from the gun. Racing down the left side. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons chop some of the lead off before the half. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons cut the lead down to 10.
Score, Colts 27, Falcons 17.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. On the return, here's Doolin. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Colts and Daniel Jones making their return to the field now. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. A give left side to Taylor. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
These aren't the plays that will lead highlight reels, but they're the ones that win you ball games. What a nice gain by the back. And now his offense can go in any number of directions on 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Jones. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And it's going to be 2nd down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, Well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice. Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
The Falcons go in nickel, third down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. It's downfield. He's got it. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts throw their lead just before halftime.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Badgley for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts take a 3-possession lead.
34. Falcons 17.
Badgley on to kick this one away. Here's Carter on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now here come the Falcons on offense. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
2nd down now. They need 7. Penix now. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
To the air on 3rd and long. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. Back deep for the Colts is Anthony Gould. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. The Colts out there on offense late in this first half. And up a very comfortable 3 scores. Really no need to try and get anything here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Jones now to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. This time they'll keep it on the ground. Escapes the defender. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be first down, Colts.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
And they make the stop, we're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on this 2nd and inches. To throw, here's Jones. Going with the screen to Taylor. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Now with 2 seconds left, we get the expected timeout from this offense. They're in great shape to get 3 here entering the half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It is a 44-yard look from the right hash. Badgley able to knock it through, and that extends the lead to 20. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Well, it has been a great time so far in Berlin, hasn't it? More still in store. Off we go here in our second half. Here's Agnew on the return. Jukes away from one. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Falcons offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. To the air with Penix. Now try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Falcons will have a first.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Following the sack, needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Penix. Throw reeled in by London. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st and 10 around to Robinson. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
They're going to throw out of the gun. He keeps it and takes off. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical 1st down.
On 1st down, here's Penix. This one's caught. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Penix looking to pass. He brings it in. He takes this forward a little into about the 39. Making the stop that time, Nick Cross.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Play number 9 of the drive. This is going to be 3rd and 5 to go. Here's Penix. Oh, he's going to run for it. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Play action. Here's Penix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. All in by Mooney, left side. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. 3rd and long for him here. And the Colts get to him. Down he goes. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
They'll bring out the punter here. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Taylor again. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
They're going to turn to Taylor on 3rd down. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
The Colts are ready for the punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
First down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. That throw is looking for Kyle Pitts. So 2nd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Penix now to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. 3rd down, it's Penix. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Pulled in at the 20. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. The Colts and Daniel Jones making their return to the field now. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Has a man downfield. It's Pittman. And they're going to bring him down around just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
At the 46-yard line.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Jones setting up the play action. Outside, this is reeled in by Warren. And they'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Dude, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Jones going to do it himself. Down to the 44-yard line as he nearly picks up the first.
Hey, that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. He tries to sneak it, and his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Motioning the tight end now. Straight ahead with Taylor. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They go again with Taylor. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First and 10 now. Here's Jones. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next. That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
This is going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down. He's going to keep this one. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Taylor now up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Handoff now out of the gun. 2nd down run good for 4. That brings up 3rd down.
With all these collisions these running backs take between the tackles, sure nice to get a little crease on the outside, get in that open field, and let these runners do their thing.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. That's on target to Pierce. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. This machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
Badgley for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts grow their lead yet again.
Colts 44, Falcons 17.
Badgley on to kick this one away. Here's Carter on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. They're going play fake with Penix. He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Mooney downfield, and he has it. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons shrinking the lead some in the 3rd.
Quarterback and receiver, yeah, they'll get the credit. Those numbers and those stats, they're theirs. But that play happens, Kate, because the big guys up front give them enough time to make it happen. From one side of the field to the other, bingo.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now.
24.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. On the return, here's Doolin. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They are in great shape here as we wind down this 3rd quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another, that could put this just too far out of reach. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground. Taylor. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
1st down, and they go right back to it. He scrapes together a yard at most. It's 2nd down. And after the play, one of the Colts still out there injured. We get a brief stoppage here as they check on him. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Man in motion, out of the slot. Looking from the gun. Here's Jones. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Completed over the middle. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line.
4 yards. That's another.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's the Colts with the football as they hang on to this comfortable lead. All set now. 1st and 10. Play fake. Jones. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. This fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Jones now on 3rd down. That's a catch. Looks like he's in bounds. Good effort, but still short of the first.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
A familiar sight in this contest, Bronk. He's out there again for another field goal try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Badgley able to knock it through. And they push their lead to 23.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Badgley on to kick this one away. Here's Carter on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Falcons ready for their next possession. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Slot receiver headed left. They go play action. Here's Penix. He's got a man left. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the gun, it's Robinson. He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on 2nd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
3rd and 4 coming up now. From the shotgun, Penix. He's running for it. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Falcons will have a first.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
Robinson on the inside give. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Penix on first down. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Penix to throw again on 2nd. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They're set up at the 35 now. A toss now to Robinson. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Penix working from the gun. Now he takes it, and he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB. They gave him just enough room to run.
All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Throwing this one back of the end zone. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's 4th down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Pushes this one towards the sideline. He's got it, and the feet are in bounds, too. What a play to beat the defense on 4th down. It's 23 yards and a first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. Penix here from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That throw intended for Drake London. And now it'll be 3rd and goal. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons making the scoreboard look a touch better. Michael Penix Jr., the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game.
Just a tremendous effort. And really, this is a play where you can look at the facial expressions of the two sides and know exactly what happened. Offensively, you are smiling from ear to ear that your quarterback's a difference maker. Defensively, just demoralized that you couldn't find a way to stop that scramble.
Here's Penix and the Falcons. They're looking to tack on 2 more.
The Falcons will line up for the...
They send him straight up the middle. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Here's Gould on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Colts and Daniel Jones making their return to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, Taylor. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. To throw, here's Jones. Finds him over the middle. And after making a catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, it's Jones to throw. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Taylor from the pistol. Caught behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
3rd down, Jones to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Now we see after that play, one of the Falcons having some trouble out there. They'll head out to look at him. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now a handoff to Taylor. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Jones. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. That finds Pittman, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Now a toss play, Taylor. He's got it in the red zone. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Taylor. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. He gets him 9 on the ground. A good pickup ahead of 2nd down.
Give some credit to this offense. They almost got it done on just one play running the ball in. I got to be honest, a 1st down run often leads to 2nd down pass, but I don't think so now. Now you push that pile, go finish this drive.
2nd down carry for Taylor. And the defense holds him at the 2. Brock, he can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that.
Okay, this